Good morning. All right. Let's see about getting this thing wrapped up today, shall we? It may be possible. It may not be possible. I don't know. Hey, Ken. Good morning. How are you? Hey, Tony. Welcome. I don't think I'm seeing any shadowing, so I'm assuming it's all good. Tony, it's a big smile on the face. So, anyway, well, happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody has a good day today as we coast into the weekend. My plan this weekend, I'm going to be picking up my wife. We'll get to that in a second. Try to catch some of the MAC finals, all this other stuff. And then I just fucking realized I forgot to put something on the canopy. Oh well, we'll get that glued on. So MAC finals are the regional championships for basketball. It's part of the March Madness. It's the conference that my daughter's school is in. And she was going to go there and be part of the dance team. Was going to be part of the cheer squad for the school. And then the night before, she lets us know that she's got a fever. Goes to see her doctor. Goes to the health center yesterday, and the poor thing has mono. It's like fuck, the typical thing that kids get in college, right? So anyway, so she's home now. So she will not be going to the MAC finals, unfortunately, in Jersey. She's somewhat broken up by it. I think she's all right because she understands this is about her health. But, I will say this. I am glad she's home, and I'm glad I'm able to, and my wife coming home this weekend. I'm glad we'll be able to be there to help her out. So I hope she gets better. Yeah. Thank you. Exia is ready for water slides. Didn't have much time yesterday to work on it, but once those are done, the kit is finished. Nice. Tony, question. Do you top coat your models after you put water slides on or not, or does it depend on the model? Nurse George to the rescue. Yeah. So that must be hard for her. I think it's hard for her because she's going to be out. And this is kind of like her thing. At the same time, I think she's kind of glad to just be home, with us moving my wife back tomorrow. She'll be home again, permanently taking 2 weeks and then starting her new job. It's. I think it'll be good at least from the family perspective. But yeah, it's a bummer for her. It's a bummer. But on the plus side, again, I look at, trying to find the good where you can. Tomorrow night, my wife will be home, and she'll be taking care of my daughter too. And I'm sure that will be a good thing. Depends on the paint, like there'll be no top coat on this one since the silver white pearl is already a clear to finish it off, but decal. Software does a good job of keeping the decal in the paint. Yep. Okay. I watched a video, I watch Plasmo all the time. Does anybody here not watch Plasmo? David Damick, Plasmo Skill Models, or whatever the after names are. But he did a video in which he lays down water slides and then uses, I can't remember what it is, I think it's acetone or something like that, to remove the film off of a water slide. It depends on the water slide, but it makes because water slides have a tendency to have this little clear bump, and by removing that film, you actually get the water slide to look like it's almost painted on. Anyway, he showed doing that. It's like, wow, that's kind of interesting. So I might do some testing on that when the time comes to lay down some water slides. Not on a model. Take like one of the water slides that I might not use on it and just test it out and see what happens. Hey, Kevin, good morning. How are you? I don't. Sorry to hear that, Ray, and good morning, by the way. Top coat over the clear will make the finish cloudy. It can, yeah. Yeah, depending on what you're using for a clear, sure. A huge water slide action when I was little. Huge water slide action park when I was little. And only when you were little, not when you're big. You got kids. You should take them there. I got to tell you, every time I hear water slide, all I can think about is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. All I can think about. Traction Park. Where was that? I say where the guy lays down a water slide and then sands the top coat until you can no longer see the decal in that part. Yeah, in fact, on the Maquet kit that I did, that's exactly what I did. I laid down the water slides, applied 2 layers of Future gloss coat, and then sanded it. And then what it did was it actually, instead of having like sort of like this hard edge where you see the water slide, it created more of a gradual type of top. So it hid a few of the more the thicker water slides. It worked well. Infamous water park in New Jersey. Infamous. I'm scared to ask why infamous. I'm going to try that with water slides. 2 coats of Future. That's like casting it in resin. Yeah, it worked great. It levels the entire thing in a sense. That's correct. Yeah. It worked really well. The water slides it's basically the Cat P25 water slides, because those were railroad water slides, and each one was individually cut. Each character was cut. And there are places where you could see kind of how the letters were coming together. And that's why I used the Future method. And it worked great. That's when everything works well until I do it on the kid, and then everything goes wrong. Nah. Nick, stop with the self-denigrating. Honestly. You came up in conversation this past weekend in that you're one of those guys who pushes the bounds a lot. Like a lot of times, like I'll be sitting there working on a model, and it's like, okay, I think I'm done with this. And you're like, why aren't you going to try this? Or have you thought about using this method? And I'm like, fucker. So, you tend to have a lot of great suggestions, and I'm sure you've implemented some of those, and they've worked out really well. Same concept as buffing a tile floor with wax. Exactly the same concept, because Future is floor wax, right? Now, again, both of those are two separate methods. The one method is you build up the layer in order to create less hard edging. So it's additive. And the other one is subtractive, where you take acetone to start removing that layer in order to give it more of a, just get that water slide, the actual ink to be on the model without that film. It's a subtractive method. Hey, Martin, good morning. How are you, my friend? Is building the state's largest indoor water park, like 15 minutes from my house. Not sure how I feel about it yet. Well, you're going to find out soon enough, aren't you? Hey, it's really convenient. We get to go to a water park. Hey, all of our neighbors and everyone else goes. And our roads get jammed up. And it sucks traveling around here. Well, good luck with that, Martin. Hopefully it's for the best. Keep fingers crossed, right? Oh no, it's just my luck. Practice 20 times with no fails. When the moment I'll mess it up. So you have issues with performance. Is that the problem there? When the time comes, performance. Had to go there. Sorry, Nick. Let's get back to this guy. Let's see if we can get these last couple of lines, 3 lines scribed in, shall we? 2, 3. Hey, Charles. Good morning. Probably will, to be honest. I don't know much. Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, Napoleon shows up complete. Eating contest. Ziggy Pig. I love it. High pressure failure. That's right. That's it. Autocorrect 1. I give up. Yeah. But the good thing is, I know what you're saying. Oh, hey, Chuck. Nice. Guys. One would never know, but Chuck and Beans are really good friends. Hey, Charles, by the way, just want to reiterate, and again, Charles sent me a couple photos, and we were texting back and forth yesterday. Charles, that booth area looks great. I'm really happy for you, brother. Have you have you broken it out yet? Have you actually tried airbrushing, or are you just getting the setup ready for it? Had a puppy incident last. She bit my face. She found out really quick who the alpha is this morning. She's being the best dog ever. She didn't draw blood. Yeah. Whoa. Dude, that's kind of scary. Where did she get you, Tony? Ooh. Hey, Charles. Apparently, I need more coffee to proofread. What up, homie? Yeah, it's nice to, this is what I like about this. I love these conversations, guys. Something that Martin and I did talk about briefly during the show was, this is what it's all about. This is kind of, to me, this conversation, this is the same thing like we do when we're at the shows. We have conversations. The model is kind of secondary in so many different ways. I know this is a model show, what the fuck that means, but it's actually really not. Chloe. By the Charles. I love it. Right on the jaw. Holy snap. Wow. But are you okay? I mean, it didn't break skin, which is great. Can I ask what started that? I mean, cats always look at you like we've always had cats, right? Cats always look at you like, if you don't feed me, I will eat you. But they never do. But dogs, it's like, no, they'll take a chomp at you. It's modeling adjacent. Modeling adjacent. Where did that term come from? It's like MAGA adjacent, such and such adjacent, modeling adjacent. What is this? This podcast about about life thinly veiled as a modeling show. Exactly. Where did that term come from? Adjacent. I don't dislike it. It's just weird. It just seems to have come into vocabulary out of nowhere. All right, let's get tweezes. So, give me a second. I'm just going to lay this down real quickly. I think I'm going to lay this down real quickly. No, really, I think I'm going to lay this down real quickly. Just get it down. Get it down and maneuver it later. Oh, man. You work on models here? Ish. They eat you when you die. That's right. Cats? Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. This is like, it's like, I've always said, our cats will never go hungry. You know, they'll find a way of killing us. They won't overtly do it. Like dogs will go after you. Like cats will find some subtle way of killing you, and then they'll eat you. I'm good. She got a bit aggressive over her toys. I had my head in her crate with her. Oh, I took her in every night, and she was kind of snarled a bit in the past, but she got brave last night. Ooh. And the alpha came in and said, that's not happening again. Good for you. Yes, and cats will eat you if you die, and there is no other food around. Exactly. I hate sayings of the week. Lying at present. Yeah, okay. I know the definition of adjacent. I get that. That I get. It's like, where did it come from? Meaning, like, where? It's like suddenly this term is being used. Hey, Edwin. Good evening, my friend. How are you? Happy Friday to you. Like I was today years old, man. The cat will walk in between your feet while you walk downstairs, then dinner. Yeah, exactly. Oh, our cats, dude. And it's funny. It's like, why did you kick the cat? Because she's on the stairwell and I'm walking down and she's not moving. I don't kick her hard. I nudge her out of the way. But I am not looking to fall down the stairs. And sacrifice my poor little life. All right, let's see if I can get this just a smidge. All right, let's take a look here to see. First of all, let's get to point one. Speaking of, so yesterday I was had a little time at work, shall we say? A little time at work. And I was looking at chisels. First of all, I went through and updated my my Plaza Japan cart. It is likely, if I don't get fucking killed with tariffs, that I might be placing an order with Plaza Japan, an order that I've had now in the cart for 2 years. But between financial stuff and especially with the tariff stuff over the last year, it's like I held off. Let's see. That's the origin, not the definition. Dear Lord, that really grinds Ken's gears. Eat the cat, dumbass did it himself. Exactly. My cat number 3 slapped his husband, cat number 2, because he asked for intimate time at the dining table. Oh my God, that's great. Oh, come on now, George. You know, that is your master plan. One last feeding. Exactly. Starting sleeping under the covers, just her head poking up. That's so cute. Please don't confuse definition with etymology. Wow. So, Ken, question for you. You ever think about going back and being like a professor? You're very professorial. Very professorial. Tariff should start to recede a slight bit. I hope so. I genuinely hope so, given the retraction. But at the same time, again, the only reason I'm saying this is not a political conversation. I've heard again, well, you know, you've given me additional powers. I'm going to start at 10. The next day, I'm going up to 15. So there are other ways of trying to do this that could create some damage. My fear, of course, is I place the order and then somehow somebody gets pissed off at Japan and then suddenly it's 30%. And it's like, I can't budget for something like that, you know? And again, please understand, guys, I'm not looking to have a political conversation today. I'm just pointing this out as this is one of the fears I have of ordering from the Japanese shops right now. But that was one of the things I did. No way. No way. I'd say way. Also very chaotic neutral. Yeah. This is about buying model kits, not political at all. Yeah, trust me. That's all I want to do. It's like I got this order. And in fact, I even found some stuff that was cheaper there at Plaza Japan than on AliExpress. I'm like, holy shit. So anyway, there's a bunch of stuff there, a bunch of God hand sponges, springs, a couple of models, photo etch kits, a bunch of wave tubes, just all of this stuff. And it's just like, and I know it's not going to be a cheap order, but I don't want it to be expensive and then get whacked with another 40%. Tara Reid is a great actress. She was back in the day. Same reason why I have only one order coming from Hong Kong, and it was about $10 more than usual. Yeah. One of the good things is AliExpress has not been that problematic. That I'm happy with. The models that I've ordered recently have all come. Everything I've ever ordered through AliExpress has been not problematic. Don't get me wrong. Pricing has been higher, but it hasn't been problematic. All right, let me carve this line, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about chisels. There's one. Oh, yeah, that looks good. That came out good. We're going to lay down some curve tape to get the other two lines. So I was watching Mike's, you guys know, Mike Wine, Gundamonium Works. I love Mike. The work that he does it's not exotic. It's just fundamentally really good work. And I love watching how he does things in his conversations. He's working on a Atreides ornithopter from Dune, the full-size Meng version with this massive photo etch kit inside. And the work that he's doing on that is just unbelievable. Anyway, so he was doing some chiseling and he was talking about BMC, and he got some less expensive or available chisels from USA Gundam. So I'm like, I know I've been thinking about, do I want to replace some of my older, I got some of these older DLCs from MadWorks. They're still kind of working, but they just don't feel as sharp as they once did. So I was trying to find, does BMC have anything available? And the answer is no. So, and then I've also gotten, I'm starting to find that and again, maybe it's just because of how thin this blade is. These are the 0.1 D-Spay ones. These require a lot more sharpening than I would have imagined. So looked at the BMC ones to see if I can get them from Suji Burrito directly. I think the cost and the tariffing and everything like that, it just makes it a little prohibitively expensive. They also don't have many in stock. So the sizes that I'm mostly interested in haven't been available. So I started looking at Tom made a recommendation. Look at the Sabs, and I'm gonna butcher the actual full Korean name, but I think it's like Samawangu, and I could be wrong about that. And they're available from New Type, and don't get me wrong, they're not cheap, but they're relatively reasonably priced. Anywhere between, I think, something like $25 and $30 a chisel. The handles aren't cheap, more expensive than the God hand ones, which surprised me. But anyway, so I've been looking at that, and I'm thinking I may try a few of those out. Maybe not pick up every one, but pick up a few of the key ones, like the 0.1 through 0.3, and see how they work. Did read a review. Now, here's the thing. Look, anybody who does a review today who is sponsored, even though they're like, look, these were given to me, but I'm not paid to review them. Well, yeah, but they were given to you. You work for New Type, or you're sponsored by New Type as well. Let's see where this goes. So the reviews that I watched were fairly positive, but at the same time, it's a review. I trust it and I don't trust it at the same time. But they seem to be doing as well as the BMCs. So I might give them a try. We'll let you know. Sorry, let's go back a little bit here. I'd be Rodney Dangerfield and back to school minus the wealth. Minus the wealth. Oh, you riding high. I don't even know who that is. Who Tara Reid is? Yeah. Have noticed AliExpress have not raised their prices as much as I thought they would. I think they're eating the pricing. Their pricing has gone up. The Meng tanks have definitely gone up in price. Some of the other models, there was an A10 Warthog, an A10C that I really wanted, and I think it was around $35, and now it's like $55. There's a bunch of stuff that went up. The nippers that Ray has recommended, I think they've gone up from about $15 to about $22. So the cost has gone up, unfortunately. As including tariffs in the prices, so at least it's not a surprise. Yeah, exactly, Ray, 100%. And that's okay. Like, then you can make a decision. Is it still valuable? Monza, the company that makes that hole driller, that boring tool, they have an airbrush sharpening tool that I've been kind of keeping my eyes on, but the price is just a little bit higher than I want to spend, and it went up during the tariff bump. Sab makes a great chisel. Tony, do you have real world experience? You're not Sam. Ken is in that movie. Ah, nice. Ray, you are a clever one. We're going to do a couple costumes next year. Jurassic Park. I'll be a velociraptor. Nice. Oh, update on the household. The lady now has the flu hitting us one by one. Man, you guys are all getting taken out. Is AJ recovering? I know your daughter has it as well. At least does it feel like somebody just picked it up, but another person is kind of like on the back end? Their goal alternative for the BMC, and that came from someone that does 99% resin gumpa kits. Wow. Those nippers are always $25, but they're always on sale. Yeah, see, I've never seen them at. Yeah, really? Maybe I don't pay attention enough. Maybe. An AliExpress hobby tool shipment waiting for me when I got back from ODO. Nice. What did you get, Martin? Has been fever free for most of the day yesterday. Awesome. Happy to hear that. All right, let's lay down some more tape. Let's try to do okay. Granted, it's not the focus of the show. It's the pretend focus of the show, but let's at least pretend to be doing something here. All right, so I'm using this Tamiya 2mm, 1mm, what the fuck it is, tape. This is the flexible masking tape, primarily for masking a model for painting purposes, and I'm using it here as a guide for chiseling because I need a little bit of a curvature to what I'm applying. Okay, let's get the base down right there. So what I don't want to do is cross the streams if I can avoid it. Okay, let's run the zero edge through here. Nope. Tape's too high. I gotta pull it down a little bit over here. Yesterday, I caught a video, part of a video for, whoops, let's see what we got here. ODI, be for free. I finished all my 164 figures. Nice. Even the pervy ones, man, it's tough to paint nipples at that scale. I'm sure it is. Some flat drill bits and those circular photo etch parts. Oh, cool. Yeah, those are great to buy there because they're relatively inexpensive. Martin, I want to show you something too in just a second, just in case. I'm not sure if you've seen these, but if you haven't, you might be of interest. It might be of interest to you. I use that tape to scribe. Just go really light. Yeah, exactly. Don't try to catch anything. Dwayne, what's going on, brother? Martin, have you seen these? These are basically photo etch masks for painting. And they also have a Xeon version. Alexson models. Choose right, make best. Choose right, make best. Gonna hold off letting him go to school, even though he technically could go. He's ready to go back. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, one more day just to do right. Yeah, makes sense. There we go. All right, let's take a look at this one more time. Run the zero through here just to see how it's looking. I think we're a little high on this. This is bent a little too much. There we go. Anyway, I watched a video yesterday. I guess there's been a recent trip down to see the Bismarck. And I got to tell you, if anybody, I'm not sure how interested anybody is about some of these old warships that are down low and what's going on. But when you got a ship that's like what 4 or 5 miles down, and you're looking at how well it depends on the waters that it's in, how well preserved it is. Dude, the Bismarck, the teak decks are still intact. The steel is still intact. They have the B turret, which is one of the turrets that I guess took a pretty nasty blow, and you can see where the shell penetrated right at the turret and the collar for it. Pretty fascinating stuff. Anyway, they got a couple of remote cameras down there looking at that. It was pretty cool to see. You stretch it and it will start to pull back in a short time. So best to work quick if using. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's Friday. Exactly. Yeah, I've been looking at them, but I was wondering how well you could fit them to a piece being metal. So do they bend? Yeah, because it's a fairly thin metal. I wouldn't recommend doing it on a curved surface, but on a flat surface, yeah, I think they'll be fine. Part of it is also you got to like tape the snot out of it. And you may even need to trim around it a little bit to kind of get it to lay flat. The other thing that I've done in the past is you can also maybe not CA glue it down, but you could possibly glue it down with PVA glue, because then it's easy to wash off afterward. It's about to be the freaking weekend, baby. Plus, with his immune system and how it's hitting everyone, he very well could end up with it again. Really, Martin? They flex a little and you tape them on. Yeah. This marquee. Okay, the pastry. Okay, girl, you got what I need. Nice. Girl, you got what I need. All right, let's do this. I think we got this good enough. Good enough. Let's start running it. One last pass. And now let's pray. Looks pretty good. Not going to lie. I think they're going to come out A-okay. And one of the mistakes I always make is I try to reuse the tape. Not in this case. Not in this case. What are you doing? Are you doing electronics? No. Let me see who we got here. I don't think I can pronounce that, but welcome. How are you? Nope. I'm working on a scale model, and I'm chiseling in using a scribing tool. I'm chiseling in or scribing in lines that got removed when I was sanding it. I'm doing repair work. All right, let's chase that line. No, I do electronic work at work. Here, I'm all analog, baby. All analog. Okay. I guess I am live streaming, so I guess I can't be all analog. There we go. All right, that line's now in. We got the last line to do. How much time I got? Plenty of time. One last. Him being 11 weeks early had to do a bunch of steroid boosters to help him develop to his immune system. Never really developed that well. But he was up watching videos when I got home yesterday morning. That's cool. He must have been a happy camper for that. Laughing and giggling like himself again. Love it. And was he farting as well? Remember, he is notorious for his farts. See that right there. Let's get some coffee dumped in. Farting too and absolutely losing it, laughing at. Oh, I love it. See? I love it. Farting to his heart's content. Love it. Let's lay it down. Time we got? Plenty of time. And how the fuck we keep getting these little melanky hairs in here is beyond me. There we go. Push it. Bring it together. See if I get those lines to come a little bit more together. That ain't too bad right there. Sisters, not twins. Sisters, not twins. Missed that one though. Let's bring this one up. There we go. That's a little better. Tara. Yesterday we were talking about statues, and I forgot who it was that was building the that Dunbine piece, and that was Tara. I hope she's doing well. One of my loved watching her do her artwork. She definitely was like somebody up my alley in terms of the old models that she worked on, the customization that she did to them. Just yeah, she was great. I hope everything's going well in her world. All right. Let's see what we got here. 9. AJ is our spirit animal. I think so. Oh, yeah. It's not your hair, George. No, it's definitely not mine. Though I got to tell you, Dwayne, I was thinking about this. Dude, your son, his hair, that mane, wow. It's like, I don't remember being that long the last time. Looks good on him. That's on George's dating profile. Sisters, not twins. Exactly. It is, actually. Look me up, Dwayne, Ray. He was also pressing his butt up against my door and letting me reverberate multiple times, dude. Dude, I will tell you, he has made farting like an art form. God love him. God love him. Let's do this. Lines will cross a little too close in front, but that's okay. Sisters, not twins. Come on. Guys, give me a moment here. Just need to. Can't tell if I've moved or not. It is hard to tell just because I've cleaned up this area a few times, including laying down super glue, so it's hard to tell. There we go. All right, done. It's been a year since we cut it. Sid hates haircuts. Really? You gonna put it up into a pony or something? That would be nice. I swipe left. I already know I can't afford you. Nice. It was an Olympic sport. He would definitely win gold. Yeah, agreed. All right. Let's do a little bit of sanding. Then we're going to hit it with some thin cement. Chase out those lines. Oops, man, we can use this one. Whoops, that I need the saw for. Let's get the saw. There we go. Yeah, not perfect, not going for perfect. All right. Time check, huh? It's running a little late, but fuck it. All right, that I don't care about, that I don't care about. Oh, I know, I got to get those 3 lines. Fuck. All right. We're not going to get this done today. I thought I would, but I guess not. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got to get the 5th one. I'm going to have to redraw completely because the 5th one just completely disappeared. Again, let's just start this at least. Oops. There are these 5 sort of almost notches. Can't get in here because of this wing. I guess I could go further out. Okay. There we go. Man, that's fun in a not fun kind of way. All right, you know what? We are going to stick with this for a few more minutes. What's the worst that happens? I run late to work? Oh, well. Get those. Let's get this here cleaned out. God, I can't even see this. can't even see it. Make sure I'm not missing any commentary from the peanut gallery. There we go. Let's see. All right, I'm out ahead. Y'all have a good one. Charles, you too, brother. We'll catch up later, man. We shall catch up later. That didn't come out so good. God almighty. Just trying to get in there with this thing. It just sucks. God damn kilogram. All right, let's see how these 4 look, and I gotta put in the 5th one. Yeah, looking pretty awful. Oh man. Everybody saying goodbye. We are getting a little on here. I don't like stopping in the middle of something if I can avoid it. We've added in the 5th line. Okay, let's clear it out. And then we're going to hit it all with thin cement. And this area is now done. There's definitely a favored side on this, that's for sure. Okay, there we go. can't continue to do this. Let's get this thing done. I'm late, I think. Likely. All right. Quick little pass on the thin cement. It's come out good. Not gonna lie. The those sort of schnozzly areas in the back didn't come out all that great, but you know what? It'll do well enough for what I need. So right now, this plane is basically the construction on this thing is done. I got to add a pitot tube on this side, and I'll work on that beginning of next week. But one thing I did forget is on the canopy, right smack in the back there, there's supposed to be a photo etch. Let's see that. Photo etch right there. Yeah, that piece right there. Sorry, I keep moving. There. That piece right there is supposed to be the antenna to this thing. I need to get that secured on here. That's the one thing I forgot. I might have to cut that in, slit it, and drop it in. Later, Nick. Have a good one, brother. And they're always a favorite side when you work on a kit. I think so. Yeah. If I were to choose a side on this side, it's going to be this side, the left. But then again, it might be the right. We're going to see what happens when it's all done, once we get primer on there. But I'll be the last thing I'm going to do is add that. The seat belts I'm not going to use. I'm going to use masking tape for seat belts because there will be a pilot figure in there. So with the pilot figure, I'll just put the seat belts right on him instead. In fact, after I paint him, I will put the seat belts on, paint the seat belts, drop them in. So it is possible by the end of next week, possible that we could get this thing all ready for painting. We'll see. And then that means I've got another thing on skewers ready to go to be painted. But this one I want to get done sooner rather than later. And then that will probably force me to get back to the little SD Macross kit. We'll see. Is that a suppository, the blue piece? You can't take the nurse out of you, can you? It looks like that, but it's blue tack inside of a canopy. But it does have that look, Ken. Somebody. Anyway, all right, my friends. Time for me to get going here. Get the day started. It's a Friday. Thank God. All right. Before I do the outro, real quickly, I may or may not be on tomorrow. Not 100% certain yet. We are leaving fairly early tomorrow, but I might do a very short session. It depends if I'm awake enough and if I've got everything ready to kind of vamoose out of here. But if we don't, then I'll be back on Sunday morning. All right. So may or may not be on tomorrow. We'll keep things kind of up in the air right now. But in the meantime, stay safe and stay sane, everybody. Thanks for being on this morning. As always, I appreciate it. I think I'm hoping everybody has a good time while we're doing this. But go out there and do good. Do the same thing we do here out in the real world, strangers, friends, family. Just treat everybody with kindness, love, and respect. Give them the dignity that they deserve, right? Let's not vilify people. Let's not treat people like shit. Don't do that. Do what we do here. Treat people with kindness and respect. Digs every now and then are good. But again, we do it with kindness and love and respect. But go out there, do good, guys. I love you all, and I will catch you on the flip. Peace.